Well, there we go. We have a bit of a drain here. As you can see, it's one of the drains of all time. And you can hear a lot of water rushing down there. I find that to be quite interesting. It sounds like water is coming into the system, but clearly it's not coming in here. There's really not a lot of water movement here. So it begs the question, where is the melting coming from? Right? Because that sounds like water, it's dripping in. That is unless it's falling to a lower level. I don't know. You can also see that water bottle. That's just kind of chilling there. You know, a little bit of pollution in our environment here. Well, anyways, I bring this recording here on this winter night. It is Christmas Eve. I'm going for a little walk, and you know how I like to just record little moments. I don't know, they're nice. I'm walking around here in this area. I guess, how do I not dox myself here? It's around an old school I used to go to. And I'm just kind of pausing around this area, just thinking about, reminiscing a little bit about that experience. And all the different plot lines and the character arcs and everything that happened. I like using that terminology, it's kind of fun. I do fear that if I'm too close to this, that the water noise will kind of overdo my voice here. So you'll just kind of get a nice... What is this? Is this more pollution here? I don't know what that is. I don't want to touch it. Looks like some sort of string. But you kind of can get some nice snow here. A lot of snow. Again, I'm not showing my environment because I'm not going to dox myself here. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to dox me based upon the snow, but who knows? You know, if you really want, you can use the buzzing of the electrical lines. You know, they're not really near here, but I'm sure you can pick it up. You can isolate the audio and the recording, and you can figure out, based upon that sound, what is the frequency, and based upon the frequency, you can compare known countries, and da-da-da-da-da, and eventually you can just dox this exact location, if you have that knowledge. Gosh, I sound a little strange, don't I, saying that? I'm joking. Even though I think that is a real thing you can do. Maybe I shouldn't be able to know that. Let's hope they don't come after me. But in all seriousness, it's just a nice winter's night. And I don't know, I just want to record this moment and share this moment with you. Just to say, like, hey, it's good to get outside and reflect. You know, I've had a nice Christmas break so far. You know, getting through the school year and everything. It's been good stuff so far. Keeping the GPA up. And, you know, hanging out with family and friends and stuff. So it's been good so far, and it's going to be more of that for the remainder of the break. But also what's really important to me is me time. Being able to just give myself some time to think. And I don't do that too often. In all honesty, you know, am I addicted to technology? I would say yes. It's a very bad habit to just wake up and do my morning routine and then be on the computer for pretty much most of the day. Or even, you know, if you think about it, sometimes when I'm with friends or family, you know, it's like, okay, let's watch something together. And again, that's fine. You know, it's good times to share stuff. But it's like, whoa, the screen is taking up too much of my time. I don't like that. And that's why I'm trying to be intentional. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to take a walk. And in this particular night, I'm like, hey, I'm just going to not walk around aimlessly. Not doing that. But I am kind of just, you know, following the vibe, seeing where I end up. You know, like, okay, do I want to go into this kind of side of where I live, or this side or that side, that type of thing. And it's just nice to kind of do that. And especially at night too. I love the night. It is a very nice time for me. You know, it's very calm. It's very calm. You don't see a lot of people out. And again, not to say I dislike people. Don't get that idea from it, but it's nice to not be bothered. It's nice to not, you know, worry about how you are perceived. Is I don't know if that's the right terminology. That's how other people have described it to me. The worry of being perceived. And in particular, when I say that, I mean as a male, as a guy. Of course, when people see men, there's the idea that we don't know if this guy is safe or if he's not safe, that type of thing. And of course, I always try to smile to people and be like, don't worry, I'm not one of the crazy guys, and that type of thing. But I hope you're kind of seeing what I'm saying here. It's like when you have to be outside, there's a lot of people around, you have to put on a sort of social performance and make sure that other people are comfortable, because that's empathy, right? And try to make sure you're communicating, hey, we're good, you're good, I'm good, that type of thing. As you ponder, social roles and how you're perceived and stuff like that. It's just interesting to think about. But anyways, this video is not about that. It's just about sharing this moment and being like, hey, when there's not a whole lot of people around, I haven't seen anybody. People are driving on the occasion by me, but I'm just walking at night. It is just literally me and this earth. And it's really liminal too, because you can, again, I'm not showing you because I don't want to dox myself here, but like you can just see all the human-made infrastructure. You see all the light too. There's a sort of light pollution. So I'm not in the dark as I'm walking out. My way is guided. It's a guiding light through, as I like to say, as I wrote in one of my poems. I took a poetry class, by the way, y'all. And that was a good class. I liked it. The concrete jungle, suburbia. I don't know, those ideas I like to explore. There's so much concrete, a lot of brick in this area. But also a little bit of nature too. There is this area here. It's grass, and of course there's snow and there's trees, and all the trees are barren right now because it's winter time, and it's a nice open area right now. I can see through, and that's really nice. It's comforting. The nighttime is comforting, and it's really interesting. As I think, you would think back in the day, in times before we had advanced societies, that the nighttime would be very scary. Right? Be a scary time because you don't know what creatures are lying out there. And to be fair, to a degree, I actually don't know what creatures are lying out here. I could be walking and some crazy person could come and, attack me or something, or I could find an animal. I mean, occasionally in this area, you will just see animals. Nothing that are scary. It's not like you're going to see a bear or something like that. But, you do see a different, animals that if you provoke them, if they see you the wrong way, I don't know, you might want to be careful on the rare occasion. But yeah, it's just nice out here, and I implore you, I encourage you who is listening to this, if it is safe in the area that you exist in, that you are currently at, to take a walk at night. Just look around and enjoy the peace of night. Enjoy the peace of being by yourself, if you're that type of person. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're someone who likes to be with other people. If you are, hey, maybe do it with some friends. Be like, yo, boys, we're gonna hang out tonight, and we're literally just gonna walk around and we're chilling and that type of thing. That's cool too. That's a good strat, but depending upon who you are. But yeah, check it out. The nighttime is beautiful. And I hope it's beautiful where you live. I don't know who you are, who's listening to this message. That's also another thing I've thought about recently, is who is listening to this message? Who are you? Who is listening to this? I hope you're doing well. Anyone could be listening to this. And that's kind of the cool thing about the internet and other things, other mediums of broadcast, is you can spread your message out to so many people. And as I'm going to be posting this video likely on YouTube, I hope that you're taking a positive message away from this. I want to be contributing good into the world, but also share my honest opinions and my thoughts and my heart. And that's why you see this video. I know I posted another one that was Analyze Your Localized Reality, where I was just kind of pondering. That was in a classroom, actually. And I would say it was mostly a good reception to that. Although I know a few people or people who I know kind of were like, Martin, are you good? Kind of joking in a way. And I guess I just hope they kind of listen a bit more closely. I get it's a joke, but it's like, listen a bit more closely to what I'm saying. And I hope you appreciate it. I hope you appreciate that I'm giving you my heart right now. Trying to live as my authentic self and share that with the world on this beautiful winter's night that's really not too cold. I'm just in a jacket right now, but it's not zipped up. It's very casual. I don't know if you can kind of see. It's, you probably can't see, but I have my hand in my pocket here. It's one of those kind of casual, very casual nights where it's really not that cold. So it's very, really, peaceful and comfortable to be kind of just around here. But anyways, yeah, so feel free to leave in the comment section, what do you think? Do you want to take a walk at night? Did you? How was your walk? What is the truth in your heart tonight? And yes, I'll leave with that. Have a good night, have a good day, and peace for now.